Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, audience, for joining us today. And I don't know if you can hear the music yet, but it's wonderful. It's so Zen-like, so relaxing. And my guest today is Sister Jenna. And I want to introduce you all to Sister Jenna. She's great. And listen to her voice and look at her, and it'll be great. Welcome.
Hi, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me on.
You've been just so great, so relaxing to work with.
I think when you're a curator for a meditation museum, you kind of have to behave.
That's funny, yes, behaving. Tell me, what is the Meditation Museum?
It's a new kind of space. It's a space to bring back the power in our pure thinking. It's a space that looks at artwork and the arts and to find its original purity of it. There was a saying that I had heard years ago that without art the world wouldn't be beautiful.
I love that saying.
But nowadays I think that we need to go back to the purity in the arts so that we can start to feel again.
I like that. Nice and quiet. And tell me, walk me through what happens when you enter the Meditation Museum. What's it like?
Well, so far I've been told that it feels like a whole different world. I've heard from many people that the minute that you enter the space, you've got these nice inscriptions on the walls going up. One that says, "Speak less, speak softly, speak sweetly."
And I see they're on the camera right now.
Oh, that's great.
Thanks
that's
to
great.
Mr. Steve. Thank you, Steve.
That's great. And so the minute you walk in, you just feel this sense of peace that covers you. So it doesn't matter how bad the day's been, the experience of peace starts at the entrance of the museum.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
And how did this whole concept come about? Whose idea was it to have a meditation museum? And tell me a little bit more about it. And what's changed? I know you haven't been open that long, but what's changed?
No, we've been open now for 4 weeks. It was definitely a divine providence. You know, I always say it's the supreme power that did it because the way it came together was magical. I don't think in Washington, D.C. or in the metropolitan area you can tell your friends or contacts or the city you're going to open up a meditation museum and you'd be taken seriously. But I'm so happy to say that the friends and the support that has been garnered over the past few months has been tremendous. And I think what it proved to me is that this is the time for something like this. We need to have something that can trigger what is true in us. We need to remember what is true inside of us. And what this museum does is that it reminds you and me what is real.
That's great. Sounds like politicians should check it out too. Maybe President Obama should go there. It just sounds so...
Yes, we've had a few members of Congress that have come already.
That's great. And it's free.
And it's free.
We love free.
But voluntary contributions.
Well, that's good too.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I see we have 2 more minutes, and there's another picture that is on the screen right now.
Oh, yeah, that's one of our main rooms there at the museum. And you know, on the wall, you're looking actually at the 5 senses, an eye, an ear, a nose, I think the hands, and there are sculptures. And they actually teach the visitor how to use your eyes. In other words, when you look at a person, see the beauty in that person, not their weaknesses. In your ears, when you listen to things, choose to listen to what is leading you towards truth and freedom, not what's going to take you into a bondage.
I love your words.
Yeah, and when you speak, you should speak sweetly, softly, and less, which I'm still trying to conquer.
so interesting. And there's another picture up there. What are we looking at?
Oh, yeah,
now?
that's a sweet one. That's one of the youths that came to do meditation. And they've ranged from the ages of 13 to 18, and they came to do meditation to prepare themselves before going back to school.
That's great. And what's the future look like?
It looks great. It looks bright. There'll be rotating exhibitions. We've had 4 major events so far, and it's just open to everyone daily, Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's just a beautiful space.
And the address?
The address is 8236 Georgia Avenue.
Excellent. In Silver Spring, Maryland.
In the Arts District of Silver Spring, Maryland.
What a nice place for it to be.
It's very nice.
Perfect location.
Yeah.
And I'll give you the last 20 seconds.
Last 20 seconds, I'd like to remind everyone that nowadays we need triggers to bring us back to beauty and to bring us back to peace and to bring us back to what is true. I'm not saying that our world don't have it, but we need more of it, and we need one that's very simple and genuine and pure. And I feel that the museum offers us a chance to remember what is true inside of each and every one of us.
Thank you, Sister Jenna. Great finishing words there. And
Thanks,
thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
And please, everybody, go visit the Meditation Museum. It sounds just so wonderful, so peaceful, so calming. Enjoy. And now, back to the desk.
All right, thanks, Pia. And Sister Jenna, good information about the Meditation Museum, something we could all use from time to time, a little peace and calm and quiet. Sounds like a good place to go. So that was great. Hopefully they'll come back and calm us all down here. That's a wrap for this week's show. Thank you for watching this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. We'll be here next week. You be there, and we'll do it all again.
And again, if you want to check this out, go to youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News, all one word.
Check us out on the YouTube. That's it.
That's it.
Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.